Alright, so now that we know VLOOKUP, you must be feeling that you are now an expert user of Microsoft Excel and you can compile any kind of data. Yes, I can understand that feeling. I can relate to it. But now here we have a scenario. Let us solve this. What we need to do is that we need to bring in price and cost information for three products which has product ID of 5, 8 and 100, and we need to fetch this data from this sheet 2 which has lookup data. And you can see that it has a lot of data in this sheet. I can start from product ID 1 and it goes, if I can go to the last column, it goes up to 1560. So from these 1560 rows we have to bring in data for only three products here in sheet 1. So we think definitely after VLOOKUP we should be able to do that. But if we start applying VLOOKUP, you will notice one thing, and that is VLOOKUP means vertical lookup. So when you will ask VLOOKUP to go here and look data vertically, the problem is the product IDs, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, on the basis of which you will fetch data from the second sheet to the first. These product IDs are not even available in the vertical format. So now here is the situation where your VLOOKUP will not be effective. But nothing to worry, Excel has us covered. So let us go back to sheet 1, and rather than VLOOKUP, I will apply HLOOKUP. So what is HLOOKUP? It is same as VLOOKUP, but it will be looking data horizontally. So VLOOKUP was vertically and HLOOKUP is horizontally. So I will press 5 here. You must be wondering that I just said horizontally and then I'm going upwards. Well, this is not the matter. This 5 could have been written anywhere here in the sheet. That is not how we count vertically or horizontally. Where we count horizontally or vertically is the second sheet. So I will go back to this data here and I will say, please select this data from here, from 1 to the last. And in fact you can only select up till now because the price and cost is available till now, until this column. But as a normal practice, I will select all the data, and now I will press shift key, I will press control, and I will press the right key to go to the last column. So you can see that I am selecting the data horizontally, and Excel will be looking for the product IDs horizontally. And what I have to do, I have to give the column number, in fact the row number which I need to choose. So I will press comma and I will press the row number. So that ID was the first row, and second and third and 4 and 5. So my retail price is in 5 and the cost is in 6. So for now I need price. I will press 5 for now. I will say 5, and I definitely need the exact match, so I will say false please, and I'll close the brackets and I'll press enter. And you will see that we have our answer, that is 2.19. and let us go and check manually if it is right. So I will go back to sheet 2. I will go to the row the product ID 5. Here it is, and I will check the price, that is 2.19. So looks like Excel has done very good work. All right, so let us go back and do the same thing again, but this time for cost I will say equals HLOOKUP. I will press tab key to select this formula, and now I will select, first of all I will give my criteria. After criteria I will go for the array, and I will go to the second sheet. I would say select all of this data please, and then I will select all the data. I will say column 6, I will say false for the exact value, and I will close the brackets. I'm sorry, I'll close the bracket, and here we go. I will press enter, and you can see that my cost is 0.77. That is how you can quickly apply your HLOOKUP. Now what I need to do next is that I need to replicate this formula in the second and third column as well. So let us do that. But before I copy and paste this formula to the other cells, let us open this formula and let us check which cells do we really want to lock. So do we need to lock C4, that is this one? No, we don't want to. When we move to the next column it should change, so I will not lock this. Do we need to lock the selection area? Of course. So I will go here and I will press F4. I will again press F4 here. Do we need to lock 5? Well, 5 is a hard-coded value, so there is no point of locking it. So I mean the lock thing doesn't even work for that. So I will press enter, and my formula is locked, and I will go back and I'll copy and paste this formula. So the product ID 8 should have the price of 2.59. I can check that. So product ID 5, let me go and check that. So product ID 8, not 5, sorry, and that is 2.59. That is okay. And similarly, I can copy and paste this formula again, but before that I will quickly lock this formula here, this selection area here, and I will say please copy and paste that. That is it. That was easy. So Hlookup is just the horizontal orientation, VLOOKUP was the vertical orientation. I really hope that was helpful.